Daddy?
It's Hick. He's dead.
What?
Down by the stables. There's a knife in his back. It's horrible. I saw him lying there and I saw the knife. Who could have done it?
Wait, you must have been seeing things. Summers, go with her like good fellow would do and see what it's all about. I'll put on a coat.
Dead, all right.
You'd better send for the police, Summers.
Yes, sir.
Come back into the house, Jess.
I'm all right, Nicholas. We should all have to remember where we were when he was killed. You, I, Addie, and Summers, and Sophie. She'll have to remember, too.
All right, Mr. Summers, thank you very much. Perhaps you'll be good enough to send Miss Marrow in now.
Very well, Inspector. Oh,
Yes, Mr. Summers?
I know this is none of my business, Inspector, but the girl's likely to be a bit nervous. And, well, I wouldn't go too much by appearances, that's all.
That's all right, Mr. Summers. It'll just be the facts that count.
Right, I'll get her.
Yes, I'd like to know something more about Mr. Summers. I bet he's talked to the girl already this morning. Still can't be helped. You know these people, Stuart. What do you think about Mrs. Fenton's evidence?
Well, I think she's trying to protect the girl, sir. You notice she didn't really want to tell us about seeing her go out in the middle of the night. I think she's too honest not to.
Yes, and she tried to hide the girl's coat. It's beginning to look like an open and shut case, all right. Sit down, Miss Marrow. We'd just like to ask you a few questions. That is, if you're prepared to answer them, of course.
I don't know anything.
Well, now, last night, did you go out at all?
Out?
Yes, Miss Marrow, out. Out of this house?
Well, yes, I think I did.
Well, aren't you sure?
Yes, I did go out.
What time would that be?
I don't know. In the night?
Where did you go to?
To the wood by the church meadow.
Now, why did you do that? Was it to meet someone?
No.
You knew this man, Hick, didn't you?
Yes, I knew him.
Did you like him?
No, I didn't. But I didn't kill him.
Was it to meet Hick that you went out to the wood at 3 o'clock this morning?
No, it was to get my comb.
Your comb?
I left it on the edge of the wood. Hick had spoiled it, so I left it there.
And so in the middle of the night, you put on your coat and went out to get a comb you'd left in the wood. Is that it?
Yes.
Will you show me the comb, Miss Marrow?
I haven't got it. I couldn't find it.
Had Hick taken it again?
No. I get things muddled. I get things the wrong way round. You're like Jess. You're trying to confuse me.
We're not trying to confuse you, Miss Marrow. We only want the facts.
But I was angry because he took my comb.
Ah, now, yes, we're back to the comb again, Miss Marrow. This comb you went out to look for this morning and couldn't find. What exactly was it like?
I brought it from France. It belonged to my mother.
Yes, Miss Marrow, but what was it like? Was it like that, for instance?
Yes, it was. That's my knife. That belonged to my mother, too.
I see, Miss Marrow. That'll be all for now. Thank you very much. I'll have to ask you not to leave the house if you don't mind. I think we should be wanting you for questioning a little later on.
They want to see you again, Jess.
Well, child?
Just a minute, Sophie. What happened?
They think I killed him just because of my comb.
Where did you get it?
You've told me you couldn't find it last night. But I found it. It was in the wood where you dropped it.
But I couldn't find it, not in the dark. I had no light with me. You see, I didn't think. It was because of a nightmare I had.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Well, this is one thing the police won't find. But they've got your coat. How did that blood get on it?
What blood? I haven't seen my coat. They took it away.
There's a blood stain on it. They found it because Jess tried to hide it.
Jess tried to hide it. I remember she came and took it away.
When?
This morning after the police came. She said it had to be cleaned. Oh, David, I'm so frightened. You will help me, won't you?
Yes, of course I will. But what you really need is a lawyer. I know the very man. We'll drive up to London this afternoon.
I can't. The police said I wasn't to leave the house.
Oh, they did they? Well, that settles that. Never mind, you listen to me. I'll tell you what we're going to do.